Westley Heine is the author of several books, most of which are through Roadside Press. Heard of it? In Chicago, he hosts the poetry open mic at the Gallery Cabaret. Wesley, where is the Gallery Cabaret? What neighborhood is that in?
Bucktown.
In Bucktown?
Yep.
Interesting. Very cool. Which is always looking for featured poets who are on the road. Maybe we should talk after this. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Westley Heine.
Picked up the bottom of my silver spoon, poured some breakfast cereal and dug into a plasma deluge. There's a free toy at the bottom of the box. A voodoo doll in the shape of Christ in a junky Goldilocks. Now, the city sounds like an ocean as cars cut the inky night and street lamps dance underwater. Orange windows full of sleeping skulls sway in a hailed Chicago sky. 20 years ago, we were just kids pretending to be grown up. We spent neon evenings burning chemicals through the forehead. I could barely stand myself, sloping in the corner, naked, giggling. We hid together, broke, dreaming of wild years to come. We cruised the freeway, looking for what would be our has-been nights. We crouched in murky rooms, drinking away the humidity and toasting rain. We fell in love, but we didn't tell each other because we were too cool. We screamed and yawned at those who would dare to play it safe, who would dare to waste their lives by building them. I spent forever contemplating eternity, and each moment trying to black out. I wasted my life trying to find the meaning of life. Now I drown in layers of irony and contradiction. I've wiped my ass with the angels and spent years trying to forgive myself. I sat in alleys beating a drum while monkeys chewed money, grinning, and you sucked the fire out of my belly, and I gave you the salt of the earth. Your diamond chin slept with my thighs, and we had the same dream that night. I cried all over you like a baby breastfeeding, and you still think there's a future? And no matter how much I drink, I still have all the memories. A bottle being brought like a genie lamp after midnight. Nothing has changed, but everything is different. Another lost night, finding only myself. We always knew it would end ugly like this, but we're still surprised. This city incubates our madness. These streets have the ghosts of our former selves on each corner, waiting for a bus, hailing a cab, kissing goodbye, not knowing it's our last time. Like eating a meal or something in our mind. We've become our real selves and no longer care about the novelty of whatever our real selves may look like. We're not going to die before we're 30 anymore and all that bullshit. We're there. We're going to think something more to do. We survived. We're not afraid of anything. Woo! It's called Fly. There is a fly in my room. It does not know how it got in. It does not know how to get out. It does not know what out is. It wants out. I hear its wings like static between stations. It changes pitch past my ear. It lands, black dot on a white plane. How maddening it must be to be a larva and make the leap to become a fly. To have wings and 1,000 eyes, but nowhere to so often. He's always at the window, wanting out without knowing what out is. He throws himself against the glass. He beats his head against the glycerine, kaleidoscope of eyes against an invisible wall. Hard air. It's bigger than the world he can see. I wonder, should I set him free? Should I open the cold glass and pop out the screen? Should I smash him out of his misery? Should I play God? and hope that my friend comes back with thumbs rather than worthless wings. God made her fly, he's determined to get through. My friend throws his head against the glass again and again. He beats out his brains, tosses himself, and falls on his back like dry paper on the windowsill with a dozen others. There's a fly in my head. Does not know how it will get out. Does not know how it is. But it wants to fly out. Hey. Well, I'm very happy to be here, and again, if anyone's in Chicago, hit me up. And thanks to Michelle and Dan and everybody that put this on. And this is my last one. This is called Loner But Not Alone. It's about things like this. And here we go. Years I wrote alone, drank alone, taking words at the wall, words for the muse, words for the trash. Decades of scribbles, echoes in the void, words for silence, words not fit for human consumption, nonsense or too much sense, inner demons and nightmare logic, where I went all the way or went too far. From 2003 to maybe 2019, I crunched away at the keyboard, so rarely sending out the work. With few exceptions, I wrote for myself, my own sanity, fighting myself, paying my dues, working shitty jobs while doing relationships, or alone, typing to the glowing electric abyss. I thought I might be mad, I thought I might be a fool. In love with a universe only I could see, one that was ignored by the plastic world. Not being able to afford therapy, I wrote out my whole life for catharsis. I looked up and I had enough prose for 5 books. Short of War and Peace, I cut that shit up and edited it in a separate book, Stranger Than Fiction. Finally, in 2019, I started sending it out steady. To my surprise, my muse amuse. I've been lucky. I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I worked at it. To know thyself, an artist must travel out on the road and deep into inner space. Awake but dreaming, an individual but not alone. I found other misfits, working the word, poets publishing other poets, singers slaying praise of each other's visions. I've met other loners looming under street lamps, loitering at open mics and protests. I've traveled the country with weary witness. I'm a lone wolf who has found a pack. I found freedom, love, and adventure. I know now that doing your own thing is not me being alone. Yeah, that's for you guys. Thank you.
So much, Whitney.